Welcome! This is my Hoya gracilis in bloom again, and I'm really happy about it. It is not the usual spot of this plant. Usually it's on the windowsill against a northwest window where there is almost never direct sunlight. But because it's against the window, it's very difficult to take a picture of it. And I just put it here and I fastened it I mounted it against a light switch, which works for now, just for the purpose of this video. I've had it for about 3 years now, but this is the first year and second time when this plant is in bloom. First flowers opened about 2 months ago, and I am pretty sure it happened because I started fertilizing the plant. I am not fertilizing it now because it's February, but I did fertilize it during the summertime. And then the plant, which was doing nothing for 2 years or 2.5 years, started growing new stems, started getting bigger and longer, and developed flowers. The flowers are here. Let me show them to you. Let me make them a little bit closer. The flowers are here, and they are, I hope you can see that, they are actually very heavy right now with nectar. And they are, unlike Hoya carnosa and the other Asclepiadaceae, they don't have flat flowers. When the flowers open, they do look like 5 pointed stars. However, with time, after a few hours, the petals are folding back, so it is like a bell-shaped flower with a drop of nectar hanging in the middle. Quite spectacular. The flowers are scented, just like most Asclepiadaceae. They have scented flowers. The scent can be detected during nighttime. It is a sweet scent because it attracts insects, moths that are feeding on nectar. However, the scent is not very pleasant. It is a sweet scent, not very strong because the flowers are small, but at least to my nose, the scent is not very pleasant. And it is not strong either, which is a good thing. The plant, this Hoya, just like many other Hoyas, has succulent leaves. The leaves are succulent, which might suggest that the Hoya doesn't like to be watered a lot. And yes, it can stay without being watered for a long time. However, it doesn't like it. When I keep it a little bit more wet, the plant starts showing new growth and the plant seems much more happy. What happens is the way Hoyas grow, they produce a leafless stem, and then from that leafless stem, which can be quite long, in the nodules grow new leaves and sometimes peduncles from which flowers develop. So peduncles grow from a nodule where the 2 leaves are, and then the peduncle stays there and new flowers appear periodically, sometimes very often, just like here. After 2 months there are new flowers, but the peduncle stays where it stays. So coming back to watering, the plant produces a long leafless stem at the tip, and then from The nodules of those stems, of those leafless stems, grow flowers, leaves, and sometimes a peduncle will develop where the flowers will open. However, if the plant is not watered, even if the leafless stem has been already produced, it will dry out. That's my observation. So I keep this plant quite wet. It is in a dish which I refill once it gets empty. So I refill it depending on the time of the year, depending on the temperature. I can refill it even once every 2 days, every other day. When it's cold outside and the heating is on, the air is very dry and the evaporation rate is quite high. Sometimes from a nodule there might grow a new stem. And look here. Look here. There is a new growth here. There is a pair of leaves here. And there is a new pair of leaves growing, and that's where the new stem will grow. This is about everything I would like to share with you about my Hoya gracilis. I hope you like it. I am very fond of it, and I hope it keeps growing the way it does. It's growing and blooming. Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a wonderful day.